continuing on with how to create a magical home, I want to talk about essential oils. So I'm really picky about what I use because I am very concerned with the over harvesting. I know that essential oils have really boomed in the last couple years. So it concerns me a little bit about where everything is coming from, if it's 100% natural, if they're over harvesting things and cheating a little bit. I'm weary of a couple companies, but the only company I use is Floracopeia. They're wild crafted, they're organic, they have a chain of custody. They will not harvest and make oils if they feel there is not enough supply, so that's why they are out of items sometimes, and I have a lot of respect for them. The owner, I think it's David Crow, he has a lot of free video information about essential oils and the history and everything. It's really, the videos they offer are amazing. And then you can take courses. This is the Aromatherapy Foundation Certificate Program, and then they have an advanced one, which I have the binder for, and you become a certified aromatherapist and all that. It's not cheap, but it's super full of information, and unless you pass the test, you will not be certified because there's a lot of misinformation out there. I was actually surprised that I had a friend that bought some essential oils from a company. I think they're like a pyramid sales kind of thing. And she would get out of the bathtub after putting oils on herself, and her skin was burning, and she called her rep, and the rep was like, I don't know, it should be fine. She was putting orange oil in her water. And for her rep not to know, like, orange oil can strip furniture polish, like strip the finish off of furniture. For her not to have known that, like not to have it directly like on your skin like that, I was really, really shocked. So educating yourself is really, really important. And a big part of that is you have to know that some of these oils need to have carrier oils. I'll put my favorite brand. I'll put all my favorite brands down below, but I think I have some screenshots of my favorite things. And so the first thing, aromatherapy, I mean, I have some really old books that even go back to World War II that they were using during the time in when they were healing soldiers and stuff. And even aromatherapy, they noticed a difference back then, or using certain type of oils on wounds. So it's really interesting. They're out of print, these books, they're really rare. I managed to get my hands on them. But yeah, it was a science, and I mean, it still is, but even back then there was a lot of science they were putting into it during World War II. It was really interesting. There's a lot of healing qualities. My mom just had hip surgery, and so we had like lavender going and everything, and it really helped her. It was really kind of traumatic and stressful for her, so it did help calm her down, and everyone else that was helping her, actually, we were all a lot more calm. So if you watch my previous videos on candles, you know that I don't like artificial smells and synthetics and everything. So the way that you can get that in your home is through essential oils. And so I use water diffusers. I have this one I've had forever. It's made out of ceramic. I try to use as little plastic as possible. I don't even remember the brand of this. I'll try to find out, but this is ceramic. And I love water diffusers, and I think they were the greatest thing invented. And I use that to get smells into my home. So that is a great option, since we really shouldn't be burning candles that have synthetic smells. It's just not good to have that floating around your house. So I make my own cleaning products, and it just takes some really simple ingredients. Again, I will put a recipe down below of what I use to clean my kitchen and my bathrooms, like the counters and the sinks and all that. I'll put that down. And I do, because I use rosemary in a lot of my cleaning products, and so I actually put some fresh rosemary in there. And just a reminder, whenever you cut anything fresh from outside, you always leave an offering. Again, I live in North America, so the beings here love tobacco, so I leave tobacco. And then along with the oils that I use, I will put in a sprig of rosemary, just to have it become even more magical. So when I do mix my products, I use distilled water, and I actually leave it outside under the moon, and I think that adds a little bit more to it. The moon does have a really huge effect on water, so I do leave it out under the full moon. I had some waters when there's like a full moon with a really special one, summer solstices and things like that from a couple of years ago. So I have some bottled, and I store it in glass. The water I store in glass, and whenever I make anything, I use amber glass. Amber helps with the deterioration of the oils, because sunlight can really deteriorate those. So I use amber glass. And then when you're mixing your oils, there's tools. There's like a funnel that helps. You use pipettes. I use glass because, again, you can get plastic ones, but we've become such a disposable society. It's like you use this plastic pipette once, or a dropper, you want to call it, and you just toss it. So I don't. I use glass. I rinse it and I reuse it. If I can find the links, it's on an old computer that I don't know if I could fire up or not. If not, just I'll put keywords that you can Google or whatever and try to find these products. And whenever you're mixing, try to use organic products. When I make things for my face or a lip balm or something like that, I always use organic oils, or make sure the beeswax, where it's coming from. I use that to make a lip balm. The witch hazel, the brand that I have now, they say it's 100% whatever, but I did see one that said it was organic, so I think it's fine, but look for that. I use that when my favorite remedy when I have a pimple or it helps dry it up. I'll put that recipe below with the oils that I use for that. So you can make tons of things. You can make your own perfume. I'm highly allergic to perfume because there's so many synthetic things in it. So I will make my own perfume, body care. You can make like a hair. It's like that beachy wax finish. My favorite lip balm that I make with peppermint and beeswax and coconut oil. And it's just fun making your own items. So I would investigate that. Really go to Floracopeia. I think they have a YouTube channel and they have really great educational videos. And on their website they have even more. I mean, the owner is really passionate about what he does, and there's so much free education that they offer. So check them out, support them. And don't always go for just the cheapest oil. I wonder if they're concerned sometimes if just filling orders instead of really knowing the chain of custody. Is it sustainable? Are you over harvesting and things like that? So we need to pay attention to those kind of things. But yeah, I didn't go into a lot of detail today, but I will put some more information down below of the things that I use. And you can Google recipes for different cleaning products, whatever that you need a remedy for. You can pretty much Google it and just educate yourself. But David Crow gives a lot of recipes and what not to use and what to use making certain things. So that's a really good resource. All right, so that's it for today, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.